if we could split, we can go upstairs and investigate. And then I don't know what you need to prepare for the Dybbuk box.
Yeah, we're gonna...
I don't know how long it'll take to prepare for that, but we have to do that outside. We have a respect for the places we go to.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it'd be it's not the right thing to do.
No, I agree.
No, I agree.
To open those here, whether or not we are confident they wouldn't escape.
What if y'all just went and found like a forest and just opened it like 10 miles away in the forest and then came back and then we can finish the investigation?
Outside the fence line. Aren't there trees like right outside the fence line? That'd technically be off their property.
Yes, but like what's terrifying me is like, is it possible that, because I know that you guys are going to do something, but is it possible that something could fly out of the Dybbuk box and come in the house and attach to one of us?
This is all very unknown. That's unknown stuff to me.
The only two that risk getting an attachment is me and her.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You feel comfortable?
Oh yeah, I got myself possessed once before, so I know I can handle it.
Jeez. And it can't leave that circle of containment?
No. Prepared scrolls before we came down here. We prepared everything. We have sealing wax. We have all the stuff to put it back together.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whatever it's worth, for most of the boxes, the people I purchased them from told me where they came from
Okay.
and what happened.
Okay.
So for some of them, we actually know,
Okay.
Interesting.
like
That's good.
actual, like what happened and why. Others, no answer.
No idea.
So
You know, I'm really scared of Dybbuk boxes.
If you want to cast a special protection shield.
can we like put him on the deck outside and like
Yeah.
in a physical protection circle?
Yep.
I'd like to like be around that for sure.
Okay.
He's like Bubble Boy, but
We
instead
can
of
do that.
salt.
Yeah, it's like bubble wrap. We need some bubble wrap around us.
That's probably safer than just being in here, right? If I was in
Yeah.
that circle.
Yep.
okay.
Oh man, can we make the circle like in the RV or something? Like I don't know if I want to watch this go down, dog. This is some
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
really scary stuff for me.
I want to just put you. How about this? We could put you right here with salt. You can't leave it, and I'll put all the devices all around you. And then that way, if they all go off, you know you can't leave anyway.
Oh my god.
I think that's a great idea.
I feel like it's a compromise, you know? We get to watch all the Dybbuk boxes get open. You get protected in the center of the room.
Oh.
And then just all the devices around you. You know, if you feel like you can't protect yourself, I think maybe you can. You're just not giving yourself the chance to.
You can.
You keep telling yourself that you
Even
can.
from a Dybbuk box?
Oh yeah. I could show you how. You've got the skills.
Bro, we've already opened them.
I could show you how
Yeah,
to
you
refine
were
your
there.
skills.
You were there when the
We
last
opened
Dybbuk
one in
box was opened.
Penhurst and we opened one in Cecil.
You're fine. Are
Do you not
wearing
remember
it?
like 14 days ago you wanted to open one?
Yeah, that was very weird.
14 days ago you tried to make a deal if Aaron did it, then Matt would have to do it.
Yeah, that was very strange.
Mm-hmm.
That was very strange.
That was very strange.
Well, I will
Holy
go get the box from the motorhome. I'll bring it out for them. While they set up everything they need to, we should actually go upstairs and
Do an
try
investigation.
and speak to Sally or anyone else in the house.
Yeah, I agree.
And then when they're ready,
We'll come
we can
out.
all do what we need to do to keep ourselves safe.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I think she has something for you. If you want to turn around. REM pod. As we're saying, we're gonna go upstairs to Dr. Sally. As we're saying, we're finally gonna go upstairs.
Go.
That's the first time tonight.
Since we were there.
Yeah. Finally, we're talking about going up there. Trying to get our attention, Sally.
You there, Sally?
I hope that GoPro's still on.
Sally, you trying to keep Corey safe?
I just want to check and see if the GoPro's still on.
Yeah, go check. I'll be right back.
That's crazy. It's the first time it's gone off since we left it. GoPro is still on.
Good.
Let's go. I'm gonna cut this clip down.
Yep.
That's an hour and 17 minutes just to get that. 6% battery left.
We'll swap
Wow. Almost didn't get that.
Cool.
Sally will be back in a minute, okay? Just gonna go outside and get a jacket. It's a little cold and we'll be right back.
So what we're doing right now is we're just defining the circle space using the candles. So the candlelight, well, the big candlelight defines the circle. And then energetically what we do is we cast within this parameter, which creates the shield, which keeps everybody within it safe.
Should we start in her room?
Definitely.
Hey Sally, if you're in here, sorry for coming in earlier and not asking. Just kind of got a little excited. Didn't mean to scare you. Maybe that's why you latched onto my hand.
Sally, it's me, Corbin again, and we got a teddy bear for you to be able to play with. So if you want to communicate, I'm going to use this.
Hey Sally, it's Corey. We haven't talked much tonight, but I would love to talk with you. If that's okay.
Dragon's blood amplifies the space. Dragon's blood amplifies the energies. Dragon's blood amplifies the shield to provide protection and defense from all spiritual forces who may try to harm those within this space.
We heard a little bit earlier somebody was shuffling with the furniture.
How about I put a flashlight in each room?
Yeah. And then stand out here.
And then that way we have the REM pod in one room, flashlight in each.
Yeah.
There, I'll give you one.
You want us to talk to you in here, just turn that flashlight off, okay?
You want us to talk to you in here?
You see this?
I can't see.
Can you turn it back on to confirm that you want us to talk to you in this room? Just turn it back on, okay? I mean, it could be anyone, not just Sally.
That's true.
If it's someone other than Sally that wants us to talk to you in this room, can you turn it back on?
High John Powder gives us the courage, the confidence, and the power to overcome all adversaries. Gives us strength and power. High John strengthens the shield, fortifies it, and gives those within it the courage and the power to defend against all who would try to harm them.
I think it's better that we're sitting because that would be kind of closer to Sally's eye line.
Less intimidating.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. I was learning about it.
Nice.
I was gonna sit in too. Staying on this carpet, by the way, is really bizarre.
Yeah, over here?
The one in this room. I came up here with Jonah and it's a crazy stain. It literally looks like someone was like bleeding from their legs and got dragged across the floor.
Why are the stains so weird here? Sally, we want you to push these cat balls. You can kick them, whatever you want to do. Just play with these balls.
Or anyone, right? We're not only trying to talk to Sally.
Yeah, we really don't know.
This is the primary ingredient for casting the circle of containment. We will be creating a circle around this space where we will open the divot boxes. This will keep everything within the circle in the circle so that it can't get out.
We know that there are spirits or entities, possibly even a demon. There is something otherworldly in this house, beyond just the basement. So could you let us know where you are? If you're not comfortable with that, could you let us know what you are? If you are in fact Sally, or one of the neighbor children, could you make a device go off in the room with the toys? If you're someone kind, but perhaps just a bit vengeful for what happened here, the bedroom on the corner with the numerous windows. Or if you happen to be something sinister, the room closest to me with the toy box. The music box. Could you set it off? And if you want us out of your house, come up the stairs and set off our device right there. Wonder how long if we just wait here. What the answer will be.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I think Sally needs something good, but just a little heartbroken, evil.
You know what I'm kind of feeling?
What do you feel?
I kind of feel like a lot of the spirits here are all good, but I think that the demon is in the basement.
Did you hear something?
Felt something tap on the top of my head. I felt a 1-2.
Is there someone in that room?
Wondrous. We cast the circle of containment. None shall escape. None shall be released from this circle.
The main answer I want to figure out tonight is I walked around with the speaker playing the Bible verses.
Mm-hmm.
Walked in every single room. The REM pod was right here, or kind of where you are now, and everyone walked by it and it never went off. And then the last room I go into is Sally's room, or the kids' room, however you want to look at it. And right as I walked in near the toys, and by the way, all those toys that are set up like that, that happened when the Pikmins were here.
Really?
Like, the toys were always put away. And one day he came upstairs and all the toys were set up in a circle.
So they by themselves.
And that's why they do that now. It's kind of like an homage to what happened nearly 20 years ago.
Weird.
And right as I walk in there, dude, that was one of the weirdest pains I've ever had.
Yeah.
And then I instinctively grabbed the REM pod and put it there. And it just does one of the craziest things we've ever had to do. And like, I don't necessarily understand why that to me pairs with a demon is posing as Sally.
Mm-hmm.
And I came in there with a speaker playing Bible verses.
Well, do you know why? It's because it had a cross on it too.
Well, yeah, and it was literally reading the Bible out loud.
Bible verse.
And it was like, don't you mean?
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
High John Root gives us protection and courage. It gives us courage and power to face what is before us. It gives us strength and will to face what is contained within this circle. It gives us strength to face what is within these boxes. It gives us power to overcome all adversaries who might try to see us fall.
This is sick.
Wow.
Don't step in it yet.
So you guys can step into the circle. It's already been cast.
Okay.
Should I also be in the circle, or do I not need to be in the circle?
No, you don't
Do I
need.
need to be in the circle?
You don't need the light.
Okay.
You're in the dark.
Alright, I'm still here.
you
Remember
want-
that, because I'm the driver still for the rest of the route.
Oh my god.
Anybody who wants to be in the circle can be. Nothing evil or nefarious can get past this. So even if it does get out of the circle of containment, which it won't, it can't jump into this one.
For sure, it for sure can't
For
get
sure,
in
for
this.
sure.
This looks like it protects us from sea bears. Yeah.
If you open and unwrap, each box is wrapped, and as you unwrap them, if you tell us what they are,
Okay.
I have all of the stories that were sent to me, and I know which box they belong to.
Okay,
So
perfect.
that way we can read it, and then you'll know, and we'll know, and they'll know what the backstory of each one is.
All right.
Um,
That sounds perfect.
Cool. Well, it's a 3-digit code.
Okay.
I think you can probably guess what it is.
Yes.
I'll go closer. I'll go with you down there. Yeah.
Can you imagine the
Yeah.
neighbors just
Yeah, yeah.
looking out this window at this?
I actually kind of already looked at that too. I don't think anyone's even in that house, to be honest.
An hour? They just keep their spikes on.
Where is the circle so I do not intrude? You know where it is?
It's like beneath the hammer.
Okay, well, that's pretty big.
Also, we have the cap holes in there, right? Still, we'll be able to see light from there.
Maybe. Yeah, you're right.
We could see it through. Sally, we could still see the cat ball if you want to touch it.
First one is the Ouija one. Need the light on to see. Yes.
These people are still, like, there's neighbors. There's actual neighbors.
My back is hurting really bad.
Really?
Yeah, out of nowhere. It might just be nervousness or something.
Just stay in the circle.
What? So the Ouija one, all I got back was, I'm sorry, I lied. I needed to get rid of it, and it had to be sold. I couldn't just give it away. The deal has been made.
What does that mean?
That's all they wrote to me.
Okay, we're in the circle.
Remember, I bought these months and months and months ago, so.
Yeah, but you bought it. You could have bought a curse.
Something to make sure that nothing's on us at the end of the night. A major cleanse.
Yeah, we have to cleanse ourselves for
But
sure.
on top of that, like I was talking to them earlier, and like
You could hear something in there.
you can literally tell something like you're not cursing me. It can't.
Yeah.
You should put the obelisk right here. And the K2. That is outside the circle.
Okay.
And then maybe the obelisk. See if it says anything.
Do you have it on?
I do have the obulus.
Okay, because that's technically outside the circle.
Dude, if that house is abandoned, I just saw someone in that
The stone
Well, why would
and
it be lights on?
straw and thorns. Be careful. Yes, and
All
thorns.
the lights.
So this is the interesting part of the box right here. Because quite often thorns are used to conceal something and seal something in that's evil. So that the thorns were put in here. So we have something that was contained within here. And we both feel
Never go off,
icky
right?
energies.
That is correct.
So there is a spirit here that was contained and bound.
Elton, it just said alive.
I'll go off one more time. It said alive?
So thorns,
Okay.
often used to put in
Revoked.
boxes
Oh.
to conceal and to keep company
Revoked,
bound. We use it as well
decompose.
in our ritual where we contain nefarious and malicious entities, and a crystal used to bind the entity and place in the box.
Huh.
So we created these scrolls to make sure, and they're cast with specific energies to rebind the entity, get it back in, and to keep it concealed within this box. So
That's gotta be so weird seeing people next to your house doing rituals like this.
that's box number 1.
It's inside the circle.
Huh?
It's inside the circle. Their circle. The
What?
obelisk talking?
Huh?
Is the obelisk talking?
Yeah.
It says decompose could though.
Decompose what else?
Could and though.
Huh.
And before that, it said alive.
Alive and revoked.
All,
Alive, revoked, decomposed.
all extremely fitting. She just broke the seal.
What do you mean?
As she's breaking the seal, it's going off.
Okay, I'm going this way. Corey, I'm gonna go in front of you. So you can take the brunt impact.
They just Blair Witch themselves.
Here it comes.
Oh my god.
What?
She just opened, she goes, here it comes, and then...
You keep hearing that?
Oh yeah, this one's a good one. Oh yeah. Cedar. Again, we have another crystal of which the divot is bound to, and then items around to contain it.
Do you want me to read that story? The one that came with that box. This is what they wrote. I wasn't able to sleep. I wasn't able to eat. I couldn't focus. Half the time I didn't even know where I was. I felt as though I was slowly losing myself as if I was being pushed to the back of my own mind. No matter where I went or what I did or who I saw for help, I couldn't escape. I was being tortured. I was being tormented. Whatever this was, I don't know where it came from, but I knew it never wanted to leave me. I had to seek help. I didn't want to. I thought I could fight this off. I had to. My girlfriend made me. She said I tried to kill her. I don't remember this. I was just hungry all of the time. Tired all of the time. I don't remember much of the last few months at all. I had to get help. She chose where I went and I didn't ask questions. We went to a church at first. They sent me to another church. Finally, someone came to our house. The last thing I remember is the smell of something burning. I think it was sage. I woke up. I was handed this box. I was told I am safe now. They said I could do whatever I wanted with this box. I told them jokingly to sell it. I think that was the first time I made a joke in months, maybe years. I don't remember. My girlfriend sold the box for me. She said that the person who bought it wanted to know more about why it existed. I wish I knew more. I really do. I don't know why you want this, but thanks for buying it. I finally feel like
Somebody has a sense of humor.
so I'm going to get a stack of cheeseburgers with this money. It literally just went beep beep. Thanks for buying it. Beep beep. Dude, this is cool.
That is cool.
Thanks, Mr. Dybbuk.
Dude.
We're having a conversation with all in the circle.
Without
grave.
without grave. Without
So
grave.
we've had decompose, alive, without grave, and this is all really
Captain without grave.
pretty happy with my decision right now. The only reason I'm not being louder is because the neighbors are sleeping and we are unleashing demons.
Yes. That's
And
what's
I don't want to
happening.
wake them up. I will wake up demons. I will not wake up the neighbors.
We're okay. We're okay in this circle.
Curse.
Sense.
Curse.
Curse and sense like change.
Just want to point out that the REM pod has not gone off. Last one went off was when the last two boxes open.
Few. Process.
Few process.
This is the same as the other one.
Really?
Yep. Straw with a similar crystal.
I think they see it better without.
Yeah. And thorn, a rose thorn bush.
They've only opened 3. They've only opened 3. Are we safe?
No.
It's all good.
The email that was sent to me says, "To whom this may concern, my name is Eugenia. I'm originally from Chicago, but my family relocated to rural Oklahoma when I was 12. My daddy was an FBI agent, and my mama was a librarian. I had 2 brothers and 3 sisters as well. I'd say we had quite a normal upbringing until the winter of 1972. In late 1971, there had been whispers of a night stalker in the neighboring town. My oldest brother had heard tales of a man breaking into and hiding inside of houses at night. No one believed the tales, that is until 2 little girls in our block disappeared a few days before Christmas, 1971. The entire city was on high alert, and for weeks we kept our eyes and ears peeled for any clues as to what may have happened. I remember overhearing Daddy saying it was unlike any case he had ever seen. Unfortunately, the case went cold. July 1972 is when Daddy brought home the box. At the time, I couldn't fully grasp the situation, and to this day, much of my understanding has been pieced together from bits of information over the years. What I do know is... What I do know is Daddy never quite shook the case of the Christmas disappearances. He became obsessed with the details and secretly spent time trying to solve it. In the 1950s, there was a man named Dr. Schnatter who had lived in our house before us. Schnatter was a brilliant physician, but was known for his strange behavior. There were rumors he used to stalk townspeople and would hide in their houses at night, watching them sleep. In the late 1950s, Dr. Schnatter's lifeless body was found trapped in a crawl space of a house on our block. That house just so happened to be the one belonging to the neighbor girls who disappeared. Daddy was driven mad by the idea that Dr. Schnatter was somehow connected to the Christmas disappearances. So much so that he believed history would repeat it if he didn't contain the demonic energy. The box you now own is a culmination of my daddy's blood, sweat, and tears. Please be careful. Sincerely, Eugenia Green.
Obvious has said nothing for a while. I know. Which is good. That is good. Hey.
Happy.
Great and happy.
You said that was good. You said that was great. Right as we said, it hasn't been saying anything.
To Mrs. Castell?
Oh, dude, that was almost my name. Jesus Christ. That was so close to my last name.
Oh, this one's a neat one.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. I guess that one doesn't need to
Themselves. And Elton. Yeah. It just said themselves and mother.
Themselves?
And mother. Anything related to anything you just read?
Well, the daughters went missing. Actually, yeah. Pretty spot on. It was a story about, I guess, a cold case where two girls went missing. Two young girls went missing. And the person who was responsible for the case thought it was someone else, but was never able to prove it. But it happened. The girls that went missing happened to live in the same house where body was found in a crawl space.
What?
And he believes that, I don't know. It's kind of hard to understand really what was happening there.
That's nuts.
But
Okay, let's make a lap.
that story is the one that's absolutely
Safe
going.
in the circle. Safe.
Oh my
We're safe in the circle. We're safe in the circle. We're safe in the circle. We are safe.
There's a coin in here. 14 or
See, 1888.
it says 1893.
Wow.
That is a nice coin.
Is the circle still closed over there?
Uh-huh. Do you want me to go step on the salt? Okay.
How's his battery life?
How's your battery life?
I got 100 minutes still.
Damn, mine's ripping through. Satan.
It says Satan Reservation.
She just broke it open, by the way. I mean,
Satan and reservation.
literally just broke that open.
Satan Reservation.
Nice, pretty.
What's the seal on the inside? The military crest?
It says Ramon Alone's
I think it's a cigar box.
is a cigar box.
super random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wish to know more about the Dybbuk box. Truthfully, we never wanted anyone to know, and our plan was to keep this locked away forever in our basement. About a year ago, the suffering of our daughter she went through seemed to be happening to everyone in our house, and we fear and believe it is from the entity we locked away, slowly seeping through the cracks of the wax and warping wood that holds it in. I agreed only to get rid of this box and chose to sell it as a way to make sure the person who holds it next knows what they are doing. I hope I was right about letting you have it next. The pain my daughter felt every day for years seems to no longer control her. She hated us, and not only us, but nearly everyone she came in contact with. Every person, and even every animal she saw, she hated. It started when she was around 9 years old, and we thought it was just typical signs of growing up, even though we knew it was early for those types of reactions. Another year passed and she started to become more isolated, spending most of her time on her phone, alone in the dark all throughout the night. She was doing well with her classwork and we ignored all of her issues with other classmates because she was focusing on her schoolwork while continuing to read more and more. We never did truly discover what she was reading until it was too late. She was our little girl and we wanted to trust her, or maybe we wanted to ignore what was truly happening. Years more passed. She had no friends at all and would lash out at us. Not the typical teenager emotional outbursts, but aggressive and honestly terrifying at times. She'd become violent, screaming at us, trying to push us into walls and scratch at us. For even the simplest things, such as telling her dinner was ready, at times it sounded as though she was speaking an entirely different language. I would wear turtlenecks, sweaters and long jackets, and pants nearly every day. It didn't matter how hot it was or where I was going, we had to hide the scratches, cuts, and bruises. Nothing made sense. We didn't know what was wrong. We didn't know what we did wrong, and we didn't want to find out what we did wrong. We ignored everything. We ignored everything until we couldn't. Our 2 cats went missing. House cats that never spent a day outdoors in their life, gone. We knew why, but we couldn't admit it. Our daughter went away for a little while. We told the school it was to a camp that specialized in hormonal teenagers. It wasn't. We won't say where she went, where we are from, or any details at all. As far as everyone knows, the place she went helped, and we never had a problem again. She came home happy and vibrant. Our beautiful daughter that we hadn't seen since she was 8 was finally home. She came home with a bag full of items and instructions. One of the items was this box, and we were told to keep it somewhere safe and to keep it with us. She no longer lives at home. She didn't need to move out, but she had to. Something in the house was making her irritated, confused, and aggressive. We knew why. She left, and this box must leave too. And that is all they wrote.
Damn, it's Hebrew, huh?
And that's where the box originated from.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It's a Jewish thing. Passed on
Whoa.
to the Hebrew people. Yes.
Deborah manifest.
What'd it say?
He just said, what does it say in Hebrew? And the ovula said, Deborah manifest.
Deborah could be the name of the girl, too.
And if they
The
manifest,
story is about a girl.
I thought Deborah was the name of the woman that lived here in the 90s.
Was it?
Oh yeah, Tony and Deborah Pickman.
Yeah, I think so.
Worlds could be colliding. Deborah and Tony Pickman are the people that lived here for the 2 years that made this house infamous, I guess. Rope red. Alright, this one came with a story and it starts with yo.
Yeah.
It literally says, yo. So I don't know much about this box. My brother and I picked it up at an estate sale with an old Ouija board. But what I do know is the second we brought this thing home, our lives started to unravel, and I'm done taking chances. The woman who sold it to us said it contained the demonic spirit of the Leaf Neck Lady. The story is actually pretty brutal. As the legend goes, in a small town in Maine in the early 1900s, there was a family of extreme Protestant fundamentalists, 3 sisters. They lived on the outskirts of a small farming community. Some say they were witches. It's already open.
A turtle shell.
Huh.
A turtle part. Ooh, oh, hello.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Oh,
That's fire agate.
fire agate.
That's expensive.
Yes.
What is that though? Is that like
Fire agate, that's
Ooh.
a stone. We usually use it for repelling negative energies.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the best ones you could get, but it's really expensive, generally.
So is that something like a witch would use?
Oh yeah, I just
That's-
bought some the other day.
One day on their long walk back from school, the sisters encountered 2 strange men. The men said they were hunters and had just shot some game but had too much meat to carry on their own. In exchange for help, they would give the sisters some meat. Naively, the girls followed the men deep into the woods. As the sun was setting, the girls started to sense something was wrong. One of the men disappeared into the darkness as the other bound the oldest sister to a tree. The hunters laughed and told the younger sisters to run like deer. The oldest sister watched as her younger sisters were hunted down. Naively, the girls followed the men deep into the woods as the sun was setting. The girls started to sense something was wrong. One of the men disappeared into the darkness as the other bound the oldest sister to a tree. The hunters laughed and told the younger sisters to run like deer. The oldest sister watched as her younger sisters were hunted down in front of her. Then before the men turned to the oldest sister, she put a curse on the hunters, saying she would never rest peacefully, and the woods would always carry her memory. The men then beheaded the girl and placed her severed head back onto her body, with leaves protruding from the wound. The woman who sold us the box said you will always know if the leaf neck lady is near, because you'll feel a cold breeze start to blow, even on a perfectly still night. Anyway, good luck and good riddance. Hope you manage better than me did with this damn box. Michael. How do you start with, yo, so I don't know much about this box, and then follow it with the most gruesome details I've ever heard?
I'll probably figure out what that deck is too.
This one also has a story. It reads, our town's pastor was an incredible man for years. He helped people who many thought beyond forgiveness. He was for many the source of light that they needed at the time they needed it most. Then one day it changed. At first we didn't know what was happening to him. Small things seemed out of character. He started making awful remarks and insults. His eyes lost their familiarity and kindness. He stopped giving service, and his house and yard fell into despair, or disrepair. People would hear noises, windows shattering, screams in the night, horrible smells. His car hadn't moved in months. Our town began to panic when a dog went missing and was found dead in his yard. The scene was horrible, too painful to describe. We begged neighboring towns' pastors to help. They put him in a facility and we never saw him again. We heard an exorcism was performed. All that was left of him, to our knowledge, was this box. Whatever it contains, whatever changed with him, consumed him, should not be tampered with. It's hard for me to think about how many lives were wrapped up in its path of destruction. We're relieved to have this as far away from us as it is now. The power of it is beyond you, it's beyond me, it's beyond anyone. I also recall you saying this will be the easiest one to open.
Alright, this one has a spoon in it. Clearly we're making skeleton soup today.
Well, now we can use that spoon for Corey's demon rice.
We're getting a whole meal out of this.
Hear that, Corey?
What?
We're gonna make you some chicken teriyaki tonight.
Why?
Cause it's your favorite.
What does that have to do with?
How much do you like teriyaki?
I love it.
You love it, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be so good on rice tonight.
What do you mean? Is there rice in there?
No.
Is there rice in the Dybbuk box?
Why would I ever bring up rice while we're opening Dybbuk boxes? Like, why would that?
Is there chicken in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's chicken in there.
Yeah, and turtle hearts. All this one said was, please, ... do not open.
Good.
That's all I got.
Oh, nothing. There is nothing in this box.
Nothing.
Nothing.
That's why they said do not open.
Yep.
I got bamboozled.
Alright. So this one has a lock on it.
Oh.
Do you mind if I break the box?
Go for
I'm gonna break it.
You're gonna break it.
Oh.
Are you that strong? The power of Satan is inside of her.
She's
Are
an
you really
Aries.
just wrenching a lock off? Alright, well, while you use your Hulk strength on the Dybbuk box, another daughter story. My daughter Kim was 6 when it started. I'd recently left my hometown after a painful divorce and was struggling to make ends meet. I found a small apartment for the two of us in a rough area of South Florida. That's where I'm from. Our living situation was less than ideal. We were in the basement of an old building situated directly under a butcher shop. It looked like an old storage cellar had been haphazardly converted into a living room. It smelled terrible. There was a small, windowless room in the back with a tiny closet. I slept on a pull-out couch and gave Kim the small room. The morning after the first night, Kim had dark circles under her eyes. She hadn't slept. I asked her what was wrong, and she told me the blue man in her closet was watching her all night. Being too preoccupied with work and bills, I chalked it all up to childhood imagination. But Kim's insomnia continued. For weeks, Kim's health degraded, and I noticed considerable behavioral changes. She started talking to the blue man at breakfast. She told me he followed her to school and would hide in the coat racks in the closet of her first grade class. Kim used to say that the blue man didn't like being ignored, and if she went to sleep, he would make bad things happen to Mommy. Over the years, I tried to get Kim the help she needed. We eventually moved to a better area and a nicer apartment. As sweet as she was, I watched Kim grow into a troubled teen, paranoid and obsessed with the occult. Unfortunately, the blue man never stopped following her. No matter how much psychotherapy she went through, the issue never resolved. Kim's 14th birthday was the worst day of my life. I came home from work to find a note on a box on her bed. In the note, Kim cryptically wrote she was sorry for everything that she loved. She was sorry for everything and that she loved me very much. She explained things had gone very wrong and she had needed to make a sacrifice in order to protect me from the blue man. The final line of the note warned me to never destroy the very box you now possess. The police never found any trace of Kim. It was as if she simply blinked out of existence. No evidence, no trail, no clues, just this box and the story of the blue man.
It's okay.
Maybe we leave one sealed. You know, a little surprise for later. Maybe I can open it in Corey's room when he's sleeping. Just run in there with a box in one hand and an angle grinder. You know?
Oh,
Oh.
Can you imagine?
you just got Z?
Yeah.
No way.
Book demand attack.
Book demand attack.
Bunny. Book demand attack bunny.
Book and bunny?
Yeah.
Oh. 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 All right. There's money in this one.
No
There's
way.
money?
Yep. There's money. There's a $20 bill in here.
Elton, there's money in there.
There's money in there?
Yeah.
There's hair. There's a candle.
There's a
That's
feather.
fake money.
Is
There's
it
a
fake?
feather. Yeah, it's fake. It's got a bell. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's
Ooh,
cool.
what's on the end of it?
It's been okay. So this is a railroad peg that's been carved into a knife.
Whoa.
So this one's very cool. Ooh, there's a key in here.
Is it the key to the
Probably.
to the lock?
That'd be a
Well, if you want, you can open it now.
Yes, it is the key to the lock.
Oh.
And there we go.
We should have called a locksmith for that one. Hey, ooh, are we down to the last one after that?
We are. Sorry, this box is kind of mangled.
Here we go.
Nice and easy. This one opened really easy. Oh, wow, there's a lot of things in here. There is a picture, an old photograph. Luke 22, a quote from the Bible.
Yeah, there's one here.
Is that a bone? That is a bone. A bone? Oh, a chess piece.
What piece?
The pawn. Oh, a pendulum. And some other things.
Dude, it's insane how comfortable they are opening all these. And they're like, yeah, this is cool.
I mean, would you be comfortable dancing in front of 20,000 people?
Make it 30.
Would you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be.
Fuck. Would you be comfortable filming in front of millions of people?
Absolutely.
Fuck. Hey, what if a pawn shop was literally all they did was buy and sell pawns for chess? Or prawns?
We're not convinced of the severity of Deacon Charlie's condition. Father James nor I had seen anything remotely like it in 3 decades with the church. Father James and I believe we can trace the beginning to February 1st at St. Mary's. Deacon Charlie accompanied Father James to anoint an elderly woman at the behest of her caretakers. Behest? Behest? The woman was rapidly losing a battle with dementia and had no living relatives. As Father James began to conduct the sacrament, the catatonic woman snapped to life as if stricken with the souls of a beast. She bit Deacon Charlie's hand and tore it into the flesh, removing half of his index finger.
Yeah.
The woman was restrained and the sacrament was never completed. When Deacon Charlie returned to the parish 2 weeks later, he was noticeably different. A skin rash had begun to develop on his neck. He had a severe cough and his eyes were glassy, as if he was only half awake. When asked how he was feeling, Deacon Charlie rejected all words of sympathy and snapped at the clergy. The once charming young man had been replaced by what seemed to be a stranger. In early March, Father James and Deacon Charlie led a small midnight mass. Father James blessed the Eucharist and passed the transubstantiated wine to Deacon Charlie. As Deacon Charlie brought the cup to his lips, he went into a fit, coughing so violently his own blood and the blood of Christ spilled across his garments. Mass was cut short and Deacon Charlie brought into the back of the church. He laid motionless on a small cot, barely breathing, eyes unblinking. His mouth was open, stretched seemingly beyond its limits, locked in what looked like a silent, horrifying scream. Father James and I were left alone with Deacon Charlie while a few others went to get help. I will never forget the look on Father James' face. He motioned for me to come closer and pointed down the open gullet before him. Deep inside Deacon Charlie's mouth, hiding behind the back of his tongue, were two wriggling antennae connected to a large, undulating, worm-like body. I shrieked as Deacon Charlie jolted to life and pulled me closer to him. His mouth snapped as he tried to sink his teeth into my arm. At this point, I was so overwhelmed, everything went to black. Father James was with me when I came to. The room had been ravaged as if a storm had blown through the window just minutes before. Deacon Charlie was nowhere to be seen. In Father James's hands was a box. He told me not to ask any questions, and if Bishop Clancy came to investigate, to guard this box like my life depended on it. After nearly 8 years as its guardian, perhaps I have grown weak because I've decided to rid myself of it. It is a dark reminder of past trauma and the loss of someone close to me. Whatever you do with this box, please tread lightly. There is something demonic about its contents, and I pray you, as its new owner, stays safe from harm.
Like, this is actually so dangerous to do.
Well, there's a reason why we're in the circle.
Yeah.
A few of them were active.
Yeah.
Most of them, not really.
So it's kind of hard to figure out the validity of them.
Until you open them.
Yeah.
This is fun though.
Yeah. Is there anything I can get you?
Hmm?
Is there anything you need I can go get and bring here?
No, I think I'm good. I just gotta get them all sealed up again and
So they can't leave that circle, huh?
at this point, yeah, they can. Everything is pretty much
You hear that guy?
contained.
She said you can leave the circle.
Are you sure?
Everything's contained. The scrolls are in all the boxes, and we're just putting the lats back on.
Okay. Should we go back inside?
You can.
Okay, I'm waiting to get cleansed.
I'll just wait.
Should we go inside and get one?
Yeah, we can all go inside and get warm. Yeah, you guys want to stay out here? You can just leave the camera if you
We're
want.
gonna be here with the badasses.
We're gonna stay out here.
Like ghost here, I guess.
Yeah. Have fun. We're gonna get cleansed.
We're gonna wait to get cleansed.
Turn around. All right, come here. Just take a moment. Visualize the white light coming into you and filling your body. Just feel it filling your body. Say, All negative forces
All negative forces
will leave my space.
will leave my space.
I am protected by the white light.
I am protected by the white light.
All right, you're good.
I'm good?
You're good.
Thank you so much. Oh.
Don't you have to wait out here for Corbin?
You're right, I should be a good friend.
Oh, you could go inside.
It's okay.
All right, turn around. All right. Visualize white light filling your body. Visualize it filling your body. Say, as the white light moves through me,
As the white light moves through me,
no negative forces
no negative forces
can invade my space.
can invade my space.
I am protected by the white light.
I am protected by the white light.
All right, you're good. We have a little present for you guys.
Oh. Here.
What the
Open it. Open it,
Corey.
right
What?
now. Yeah. Open it.
All right.
Use
Well,
those hands.
it is Easter.
Use those hands of yours.
And Dybbuk box.
I would cry. I would start crying.
After you already cleansed.
It is chocolate.
It is chocolate. It is chocolate.
Are you serious?
From Canada.
Ooh.
chocolate.
Oh, we have one. Wait for it.
Oh, yeah.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh.
This is the best box we've opened all night.
Okay.
Yes.
Without any doubt.
Why couldn't you open 13 of these?
Come on. Ready?
Wait, hold on, Evan, you take one?
Here you go. No. Feed each other. Feed each other.
Nice.
That's
I don't even know what camera to fucking look at anymore.
no.
Alright guys, well thanks for watching guys. It's been a really, long trip. We've been on the road for about 18 days now. And I'm really excited to go home for a little while before we start filming again. So
Yeah. Seriously, if it wasn't for you guys, like, we
we
wouldn't
really
be here.
appreciate you guys so much.
It means so much.
Thanks for
Thank
watching
you.
over us. We do a merch giveaway at the end of every video. All people have to do is just leave a comment, and 5 people that leave the comment, we just pick them randomly. Whatever you want them to comment, have them do it, and they will do it in order to win free merchandise.
Comment what your favorite part of the evening was.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a nice
A
wow.
sensible comment. Why have we
That's
never
a
thought
very-
of that?
That's a very reasonable comment.
We've never. We're always like, my grandma's titties got more milk than a goat lick.
Yeah,
and we're like,
and then they win free merch.
and then they win free
Yeah,
merch.
it's pretty cool.
Fucking crap.
Huh?
What?
It's 6 in the fucking morning, dude.
It's 5:57. It's not 6.
Good job of it.
Bye, everyone. See you guys next video. Bye. Bro, you want more chocolate? Which one do you want?
Surprise.
Seriously, you guys mean the world to us. If it wasn't for y'all, like, we wouldn't be here tonight. Thank you so much for watching.
Gentle.
Gentle.
That one was really good.
My thumb?
Yeah. And taste your skin flakes.
Yes, you made it all the way through to the ending of this video. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this investigation. So until then, we'll see you next time.
I'm over here like, all right, how do I not kill us all with the Dybbuk box? And here Corey is just being like,